Free Speech and Digital ID, Part 2. Historically, the British government has been extremely violent towards workers across England, state power against workers, from physical repression to digital control. Britain likes to present itself as a stable democracy with a proud tradition of civil liberties. Yet the historical record tells a different story. For more than 2 centuries, British governments and employers have repeatedly deployed direct force to suppress workers across England who dared to organise, protest or demand justice. In 1819, the Peterloo massacre showed the British state at its most brutal. Cavalry charged into a peaceful gathering of tens of thousands in Manchester demanding parliamentary reform. At least 18 people were killed and more than 600 injured. It remains one of the bloodiest attacks on political assembly in British history. During the early 1800s, the Luddite and swing riots arose from mass desperation. Skilled textile workers and rural labourers rebelled against starvation wages, mechanisation and enclosure. The government responded with troops, mass arrests, hangings and transportation. Entire communities were shattered in the name of protecting property and employer power. The Tolpuddle martyrs of the 1830s suffered a similar fate. Their only crime was forming an early trade union. For that, 6 farm labourers were arrested, convicted under archaic laws and transported to Australia. The message was clear: organise and you will be punished. Violence was not limited to protests. Work itself was lethal. Britain's industrial economy was built on death and injury of many workers across England. Mines, mills, docks and railways routinely killed workers at a scale that would today be unthinkable. Modern health and safety executive data shows how sharply fatal injury rates have fallen since the 1980s. Yet even now, around 124 workers a year lose their lives across Britain. The difference is that the state can no longer openly tolerate the level of carnage once considered normal. Instead, repression has changed form. Anti-trade union laws from the Thatcher era onward have created some of the most restrictive organising conditions in Europe. Complex ballots, long notice periods and bans on solidarity action make it harder for workers in England to fight back. In recent years, policing and legislation have tightened further. The police, crime, sentencing and courts. Act 2022 expanded police powers over protests, while the Public Order Act 2023 introduced offences like locking on and widened stop and search around demonstrations. Today, the threat extends into the digital sphere. Digital ID systems risk giving governments and employers new ways to monitor, restrict and discipline workers in England. Historical repression came on horseback or with the noose. Modern control comes through databases, surveillance and digital ID, with the government making and controlling the decision. Workers must recognise that the form changes, but the pattern does not. The government wants power and control over workers. Trade unions must continue resisting that challenge to workers' employment rights. The Workers of England Union is a trade union who continues to resist and states, "We need to stop digital ID."